I've tried to figure out in the last 10 years why people who don't believe in God are so hostile towards the idea of there being a God.
Hostile to the idea of there being a God? I don't know if hostile is the right word, but I certainly don't think that it's a good idea, given what's necessary to believe in a deity. But I don't think that's really what you meant, is it? Let's do this. Greetings, fellow space travelers. BionicDance here. Today we're looking at... Actually, I never caught his name, but I'm sure the YouTube channel I got this from isn't his. Regardless, he seems to think that atheists have a strange attitude regarding his deity. And I'm going to set the record straight.
Like, you know, I'd kind of joke and say the two tenets of atheism are there is no God and I hate him.
Oh, but it's not God to which I object. It's mostly his followers and their motivations that can get my panties wadded. Good thing I only wear those at times when I have no choice.
And so I've really, in a lot of conversations and a lot of dialogue, tried to get to the bottom of that, because here's the thing. I have never grown furious about unicorns. Ever. It has never happened. I've never just been in my house and gone, unicorns! Oh!
Try watching some My Little Pony sometime. Personally, I prefer a Pegasus.
All right? I've never seen someone driving their car, all right, with a fairy on the back and go, it's people like that that are destroying the world. It's people like that that are destroying us. Wars are started because of fairies.
Ah, but that's a huge difference, isn't it? Wars are started over gods, aren't they? The Crusades, World War II, that minor skirmish we keep seeing in the Middle East, just to name 3. Hell, today is June 26, 2015, the day the United States Supreme Court decided to legalize gay marriage, and a few homophobic conservatives, feeling that this somehow infringes on their right to bother God, have been predicting a civil war if that happens. So if you look at it a certain way, we may well have a war started over fairies. And it's not just wars. Religion is far too often used as an excuse to be extremely crappy to other people. And that's not okay. So if you ask me why I would hate a God I don't believe in, it's far more accurate to say that I hate his dogma and I'm not too pleased with the people who follow it.
But, you know, it's a weird thing, all this pent-up animosity towards something you don't think exists.
There are a lot of things that don't exist toward which I have animosity. The first one that always comes to mind is Darth Vader. I mean, can you get much more evil than that? Okay, the Emperor was probably worse, but Vader is not a nice guy. I mean, come on. We saw him strangle how many people? And those are just the ones we saw on screen. And maybe Governor Tarkin was the one to order the destruction of the planet Alderaan. But it's not like Vader said,
"Hang on a sec. That might be just a little extreme, don't you think?"
I'm not exactly Vader's biggest fan. In fact, I'd be willing to say I hate him. But I don't think he's real. It is possible to hate a fictional character, you know. I've heard this hate a God you don't think is real argument from Christians a lot, and I see only 2 possibilities. Either they actually are stupid enough to not figure this one out for themselves, or they're lying to us and themselves in order to try to score points, dishonest or not. And either way, they lose. Until next time, fellow space travelers, this is BionicDance saying don't run on automatic. Instead, please, think. You've got 2 choices. You can rate this video and share it everywhere across social media, or I can send my minions after you. Choose wisely.